many successful boxers over the years, including one local man who is just breaking his way into the sport. Although Blake Loxton hasn't been competing in a competitive style of boxing for long, he has always had a passion for the sport. Still looking for his first Golden Glove win, Blake has spent countless hours in the gym looking to develop his own style of boxing with the help of the River City boxing crew. I headed out to the club to meet up with him to take a look at his journey into competitive boxing.
Hi, my name is Blake Loxton. I've been competing for just over a year now. I had my first fight September 8th last year, so. I remember my brother got me into it when I was like probably 10 or so, just fooling around and sparring a bit, and then as I got a bit older, played different sports, it was always in there in the back of my mind, so happy that I'm competing now for sure. I also have a younger cousin who's a part of River City, has been for a while, so I was lucky enough to have him kind of show me the ropes a bit and introduce me, and then everybody's like family in here, so it feels great. I'm usually try to stick in the gym all the time, but it's usually at least 2 or 3 hours here, and then you try to get a run, or I usually try to cycle here every day, so that's an extra 5 or 10 kilometers, so get some extra working outside and extra workout in at night, and so at least 2 to 3 hours a day minimum usually. It could be whether it's, I like to visualize a lot, whether it's just on the bag or shadow boxing in the ring, whatever it is. I like to try and see the opponent or see what you're doing, and try and be aware of what you're doing, what mistakes you could be making. But apart from that, just like to have fun with it, talk to everybody in here, and just enjoy it. I did a lot of training on my own, just between like my basement and friends' houses, and just I kind of floated around different gyms, but I never really competed solidly. And then so it's just over a year. I had 8 fights in a year here, so I really am happy with that, and try to get as much work in as I can. I definitely like to stick and move and try and box more than brawl. So in the fights, I'm learning more and more just to try and relax and let it come to me rather than going crazy, going after it or anything. Honestly, there's a lot of, I watch all different kinds of fighters from like all over the world, and I like to try and feel my own style and just take different parts from everybody. Learn from everyone can teach you something, so figure I keep picking parts away from everybody and try and build myself, make it into the best I can make it. I've been noticing it's a lot about the person who's coming forward, so and making sure that you get the pop on your punches, and that the crowd, the judges, everybody hears it. Because in my fights, I've noticed a lot of times I'm doing good. I probably land more shots, but when I'm backing away more and not as stiff coming forward, it doesn't register as much. So definitely I like to come forward, but still try and box and be smart about it. I remember beforehand, I honestly try to smile, relax, and remember just before the fight, remember why I do it. It's because that's why I love it. It's I have fun with it and try not to get over excited or anything in there. Easier said than done, but the way that they are they talk to everybody, and they it's not so much counseling, but just try and do the best you can for people, kind of, whether it's in the community or whatever. They're, like I was saying, they're like family in here, so as much as they help me and everything else, try and lend a hand forward or whatever, and help whoever you can. So since I just finished my first year of actual competition, I'm just going to take it one fight, one step at a time, but I definitely, my main goal would, I'd just be happy to go pro and take it one step from there, and one step at a time. Hopefully if I can get there, then go from there. I've followed the mixed martial arts and the boxing a lot over the years, and honestly I've seen boxing has been making it peaked a few months ago with Mayweather Pacquiao, and it's been solidly gaining more and more attention. And it used to be you hear about people talking about MMA, but now everybody's talking about boxing. So I think it's going to gain in popularity, everything else, and hopefully just more and more fights, more and more stuff around here for everybody to get.
The O2 Fuel workout program was designed right here in Sarnia by